At the company dinner, my cheating wife shocked everyone by sitting on her boss's lap and saying in front of me, "He's not enough to fulfill my desires." I stayed calm, smiled, and revealed a secret that completely destroyed her, left the room in dead silence, phones came out, and what happened next nobody could believe. The glittering facade of a corporate event can often conceal a viper's nest of insecurities, rivalries, and thinly veiled contempt. The annual Global Innovations corporate dinner was a spectacle of opulence, a shimmering ballroom filled with the city's elite. My wife, Jessica, a rising star in the marketing department, reveled in these events. I, Michael, a quiet architect, usually found myself a silent observer, content to watch her shine. The casual cruelty of a coworker, fueled by insecurity and a desire for dominance, can quickly escalate into open disrespect. We were seated at a prominent table, close to the head of the company, Mr. Sterling, a man known for his charm and his penchant for attractive young employees. Jessica had been spending an increasing amount of time working late with Mr. Sterling, a fact I had tried and failed to ignore. The sting of public humiliation, especially when delivered by a loved one, can ignite a silent fury, a primal urge to protect one's dignity. The evening was a blur of champagne toasts and forced smiles. I watched Jessica, radiant in her crimson dress, laughing a little too loudly at Mr. Sterling's jokes, her hand lingering a little too long on his arm. A cold dread settled in my stomach, a premonition of the disaster to come. The collective judgment of a room, coupled with the silent accusation of a loved one, can feel like a physical weight, crushing all composure. Then it happened. Jessica, after another round of drinks, stood up, swayed slightly, and with a brazen smile, walked over to Mr. Sterling's chair. She then, to the shock of everyone, sat squarely on his lap. The room went silent, all eyes on us. Then she leaned into his ear, loud enough for everyone, including me, to hear, "He's not enough to fulfill my desires." The quiet strength of a person pushed to their breaking point can be a terrifying force, capable of shattering more than just a glass. A collective gasp rippled through the room. My blood ran cold, then boiled. The humiliation was searing, a public spectacle of my deepest fears. Mr. Sterling, caught off guard, looked uncomfortable, but Jessica, fueled by alcohol and a perverse desire for attention, seemed oblivious. Everyone stared at me, waiting for my reaction. The unexpected utterance of a single devastating truth can be a weapon, wielded with precision and catastrophic effect. I stayed calm. A strange, almost serene calm washed over me. I smiled, a slow, deliberate smile that didn't quite reach my eyes. I stood up, adjusted my tie, and walked towards the table, my gaze fixed on Jessica. "You're absolutely right, darling," I said, my voice clear and steady, cutting through the stunned silence. "He's not enough. Not nearly enough to fulfill your desires for financial security." The delivery of a carefully chosen truth, aimed at the heart of a company's vulnerability, can expose a devastating secret. The room remained in dead silence. Jessica's triumphant smirk faltered, replaced by a flicker of confusion. Mr. Sterling looked even more uncomfortable, a bead of sweat trickling down his temple. I continued, my voice gaining a quiet power. "Because, as of this morning, Jessica, you no longer have access to the offshore accounts. The ones you've been siphoning company funds into for the past 3 years. The dawning realization of a profound betrayal, exposed in a public forum, can be a moment of collective horror and individual ruin." Jessica's face went ashen. Her eyes, once defiant, now darted wildly, filled with terror. Mr. Sterling, realizing the gravity of the situation, gently but firmly pushed her off his lap. Phones came out. The quiet murmurs began, then grew louder, as people started whispering, pointing, and frantically searching for news on their devices. The quiet assertion of ultimate power can be a devastating equalizer, stripping away pretense and leaving only the wreckage of shattered careers. "And for those of you wondering," I added, my voice now resonating with a chilling finality, "the authorities have already been notified. The evidence is irrefutable. Your little scheme, Jessica, is over. And Mr. Sterling, I believe you'll find your own position at Global Innovations is now untenable." The indelible mark of a revealed truth can forever alter relationships, leaving a lingering sense of devastation and the profound weight of consequences. What happened next nobody could believe. The room erupted into chaos. Jessica, utterly destroyed, burst into tears, her carefully constructed world crumbling around her. Mr. Sterling, pale and trembling, was already being escorted away by security. The gala, meant to celebrate success, had become